everyone. Welcome to today's live. It is Emily back in the studio. I've missed you guys. I hope you guys are having a fantastic week so far. Hopefully everyone in Ontario has been doing okay with all the snow we've been getting. It's been a lot of snow here where we are located. Hope you guys are all doing well. Hopefully you guys are excited for today's live because it has been quite a long time and we have quite a lot of new products to show you guys. So I might as well just get started. Today's theme is going to be geared towards the season coming up, which is springtime, which is really exciting. So I've got a couple flower cards and some other really pretty samples to show you guys. So I'm really excited for today's live because there's a ton of beautiful samples between myself, Mary Lynn, and then Anita as well. We've been kind of working hard on getting some samples together. So I'm quickly just gonna flip my camera over and start with one of the Studio Light products I've got here. So I've got 4 different samples for 4 different of the products. So if you guys haven't seen these before, these are awesome little books. So it's called the DIY Block. Recently, they just released these 4 different styles here. So we've got Secret Garden, Spring is in the Air. We have Steampunk Dreams, and then as well as Romantic Forest. So one thing I do love about this is you guys can probably see at the top here, it's got no scissors, which is awesome because everything in here is pre-die cut. So it all pops out super easily. I've already popped some out. So I will show you guys, this is inside the Steampunk one, how easy these pop out. So let's do this little flower here. You literally just push it and peel it away. And then, ta-da, we have our little image here. So this comes with a couple different pages here. We've got 2 of the same, and then again, 2 different kinds that are similar. And then all of these coordinate very nicely together. I am obsessed with these. These also come with little tags that you can pop out, as well as some sentiments and some other little elements that are pre-die cut again. And then we also have these little squares that are also pre-die cut. They pop out really easily. And you can also use this as a gift tag, which is awesome. So I do love these books for that. And not only that, but there are also a ton of background pages. We've got tons of different styles here that you guys can pick from. And that's not even the best part, because if you guys haven't noticed, on the back, it also comes with a coordinating blank shaded piece of paper, so they all can coordinate together. We've got this lovely brown. We've got another textured one here. We've got the subtle mute color. Oh, that's not part of that. And then again, some more pinks and some greens. So these are awesome books. I'm not going to go through them all in depth, but I will show you the card samples I did make for them. So that was the Steampunk one. Just put all that back in here. You can also make a ton of different cards out of the one book. There's like so many pages and elements that you can add. So for the Steampunk one, this is the card sample that I made. It's got just a little bit of a bird. And then I also added, using the crystal accents from Couture Creations, this thing. I added what looks like some water droplets onto the feather as well, which was really adorable. And then also on the hat, I wanted to highlight the hat on the bird. So I also did that. And then since it was kind of a bit of a grungier card, I added some black framing around the elements and then just fussy cut around that. And then for the next one, we have Spring is in the Air. This one was a lot of fun to work with because it's kind of got some greenery in this one. I will open it. So we've got some background pages. We've got some different little animals. We have cats, dogs, bunny rabbits, some snails, and then tons of different elements that all coordinate really nicely together, and like some extra background pieces. And then this says Handmade with Love. Some more kind of garden tools and garden plants, and then same style here with the sentiments, some tags, and other little elements. Again, these are all pre-die cut, so they will just pop out very easily for you. And then again, some squares. And then we have all these lovely background pages that all coordinate really nicely together. I do love this book. This is probably one of my favorites that they've come out with because of how much greenery there is in here. And then this is the adorable little sample I made. So we've got the cat here. And I did play around with, sorry, my voice. I did play around with the 3D foam pads. So I did some, oh my gosh. 1 second, you guys. There we go. My voice is back. Okay, so I did play around with some different thicknesses of the 3D foam pad. So I have a thin 3D foam pad for the very back one, and then wanted to bring the ladder forward more. So I put a thicker 3D foam pad, and then to pop the cat even more, I did 2 layers of thick 3D foam pads. So you can kind of see we've got a bit of dimension in here. So that was probably one of my favorites. It's got a little enjoy sentiment at the bottom from the book. And then moving along, we have the Secret Garden. So I will just open this up quickly so you guys can see. So it comes with lovely background pages. And then again, we've got these other little elements that you could add on. Oops. Lots of garden items here. And then also the images are kind of watercolor themed, and they all coordinate really nicely together. And then again, same idea here. All popped out, very easy to work with. And then the lovely background pages. I do love how beautiful these are. And then on the back too, we also have another kind of pattern that works really nice together with that. And then just checkered there. And then I'll show you guys my little card sample I did with this. So this one was really easy. Anything that was kind of hanging over the edge, I just went around with scissors and cut that off. I've got my own little secret garden. Oh, sorry, that's not very flat. I've got my secret garden here, and then I also cut out a second one to make the center pop a bit. Got a little bow here, which came in the kit, and the bird kind of sitting on the sign there. So this one was really fun to make with 3D foam pads. And then I also wanted to make it a bit more lively with the wings of the dragonfly bent a little bit to add a bit more dimension to that. And then lastly, this one is my favorite just because of how my card turned out. So this is the Romantic Forest. So in here, again, same idea, but you can kind of get a grasp of how different each of the books are from one another. Oops. So I find this one a bit more greeny and purpley in terms of colors with some browns in here as well. Very enchanted forest. And very romantic with all the flowers. And we've got like a little wedding dress image up here as well. Some butterflies, some cute sayings. And then again, these are all pre-die cut, so they pop out very easily. And then some of these images also show up on some of these background pages. So it kind of just shows how these can coordinate together very nicely. And then I will show you my little card sample for that. So this is the card sample I made with that. This was a lot of fun. So I actually had to use a ton of different flower pieces and glued them together, and then just went around with scissors and cut around the edges. And then this is a little sentiment. I added some sparkle onto the butterflies. Hopefully it's picking up on camera. And then same idea. I also folded all the wings of the butterflies to make it have a bit more dimension. And then also sometimes I like dressing up the insides of the cards with some excess elements. So that one was one of my favorites to make there. I will also post all of these card samples so you guys can look at these later if you would like to. So that was from Studio Light. Now going along with the Studio Light, I have a couple of other little samples I want to show you guys here, as well as just some products getting into the Valentine's Day theme. So this was one that me and Anita kind of worked on together. This was an adorable little playful card here. So it's got the air balloon here with a little frog on the inside, and it says, "You are totally amazing," because it's the little toad. And then it's got a little ribbon at the top, so you can pull it up and it says, "I love you." And then also on the inside, it's got lots of space to write in there. And then we've got ton of cloud dimensions there, and it just goes back in very easily like that. So that was made using, got my little frog here. So this is a stamp and die set. Comes with tons of different little elements to go along with your frog, as well as 2 different frogs. We've got a sitting one and a standing one, and then also has an I Heart You balloon thing. So it's kind of in the Valentine's Day theme. And then this is just some samples on the back of what it could look like. And then again, that was the one that we kind of made with it. And then similar to that, we also have the air balloon die here. So this was the die that we used to create this. And then also it comes with these fun pages. So this is also Studio Light as well. A ton of adorable double-sided pages. Perfect for Valentine's Day, or you could use them for any time of the year for someone special. I do really like this one. This one says love, 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 love. So that was how we made that one there. Now going along, we do have some little cutting dies here. Let's see if I can find my third one. Yes, so I do have a sample here for this. It is these two samples actually. So I've got the Yes samples here, and I do actually want to turn the lights off quickly to show you guys what I did with this. So these dies have holes, and I'm just going to step out to turn the lights off quickly because these look pretty cool when the lights are turned off. So on the inside, I've just got some light switches. And then if I turn off my last lights here, got tons of lights in the studio today. All right. So hope you guys can see it lighting up now. So how cool does that look? So you can see just from the holes, the lights are popping through. So this one is the Yes one. So we've got the Yes that I did. We have a high with an exclamation mark that does the exact same idea with the lights behind. It'll shine through the holes. And then we also have one for love. So these are all Valentine's Day themed kind of, except for the high. You could use that for any year round. And then this was just the one that I created with the lights inside. I did the same thing for this, but I accidentally killed the battery by leaving them on all night. So don't do that. But I did want to just quickly show you guys how fun it is to use these light up cards with these little dies. I'm going to turn my lights back on quickly so you guys can see it again. All right. So I'll get that one turned off. So I did put two lights just because I was feeling extra. You don't need two, you only need one. So we do have two different styles of lights. We've got fairy lights back in stock. I'm pretty sure they haven't sold out again. And then the craft lights. So I do really like both of them. If you guys are curious about how these are different, just let me know and I can answer that in the comments if I can't see it right now. My mouse isn't working. So I'll move those out of the way. Now I also have the frame die that I did use for this one. It is a lot of fun with tons of different dies in here with the straight edge and then also the scalloped edge. And then we also have Janine's Mindful Art Collection, some stencils here. She came out with this adorable frame die, so it's also got some layering pieces as well. This special, these are, again, the sentiments and wishes. I do love how many these are in here. These also work very great. Running out of breath. And I do love this one. Perfect for Valentine's Day. You could use this in many ways. You could use the love on its own or with this as well. So that's nice. And then we have some more sentiments here. These are a really good size to add on to cards. And then again, a bit more of the Valentine's theme. We have some stamps with some hearts in here. I do love hearts for Valentine's Day. And I've got an adorable one with a little doggy as well. And then two celebration ones, maybe if someone's getting married or you have an anniversary. These are two little champagne ones here. And this one looks like the cork is flying off the bottle if you do stamp that right at the edge of the bottle there. And then we have some adorable different dies. We've got this butterfly set here, as well as some flowers. And then these are kind of the card-based dies, which create cool little effects like that. So that's actually a flower in the center, if you guys can't see. And then this one is a butterfly, which is a similar kind of style where it pops out really nicely at the front. And then they also do have, I believe, shakers, which you could also add to the butterfly as well, which would be fun. So that is what I have for Studio Light. Now, quickly, we did sell out of these very fast, but I did want to mention that this frame here is still on sale, and I did use it for a card like this. It is a really cute small slimline die. So if you like small slimlines, this is a really good one with 2 circles. And again, it's layering, so you could use this many different ways. Now, going into creative expressions. Since I was talking about Valentine's Day, I did find some dies that we had, or not dies, sorry, these are stamps. Some stamps that I thought would go really nicely for Valentine's Day. These are, I believe, last year's collection, but I just wanted to show them quickly. So this is designed by Sam Poole, very cute with the hearts and some sentiments. And then this one is really good for the springtime with some flowers. I think that'd be really cute to color in. And then this one as well, which is really good for Valentine's Day. All right, so now for some newer stamps from Sam Poole, we have this, or I think that's an older one too, actually. But now these are new. So this is a flower seed, very detailed flowers. You can see with the butterfly as well. So again, that is Sam Poole. These are new. And then a cute little envelope with a lot of detail. And it says Secret Garden Storyteller, Art Post. And then lastly, this is probably the most detailed one of them all. It is quite big as well. So it comes with 2 different stamps in there. So we've got the one little edge piece, the little corner, and then we have this big flower one there in the center. So those are the stamps. Now I have some fun dies and some samples to show you guys as well. So I'm going to start with one of my samples. So I did already open this up. So I did want to show you guys. This is the CED 25052 die. So this is one of the new ones from the Sue Wilson Creative Expressions collection. So this is one that I created with it. I didn't actually add this on yet just because I forgot to. But this pot is also a die from the collection, and it comes with the sentiment that I took off. So it's just for you. This is, again, the Sue Wilson collection. So it works really nicely with a lot of the dies that she has came out with. So I'll show you the rest of those. So another one that would work with that is this one here. Some different styles. These also could work all together really nicely in one flower pot if you wanted to. This one is my favorite here. I love that one. I think it's because it's pink. I love it. And then again, that one there too is really, really beautiful and would work nicely in the pot. So that was the one there that I did. And it does come with 13 dies, so you can kind of layer them together however you would like. I just left the background pieces white where the flower petals are and then colored in the centers. Just wanted it to kind of look like a dandelion, or not, yeah, dandelion I think is what it is. And then I used the sand paste for this to get that cool little texture on the pot there. Now I also have a sample similar to that one. So I have this adorable sample here. So this is from the same pot. However, there is this new little die that came out, which does the embossing for the wood pattern here. So this is the die here. It is quite big. I do have it out of the packaging, so it's very large, which I like. So you kind of can use it for tons of different things since it gives you lots of surface area for that. You do need to use this with a rubber mat to get the full effect of the embossing in it. And what we did was just took our VersaFine ink pad and just ran it down to get just in the grooves. We didn't want to kind of rub it in too much to get all of the embossed area covered. And then you can kind of see with different colors, you can get kind of different effects. So we just did a couple different samples there for you guys to see the difference. Now this one is made out of a different flower. So this flower is this one here. This is CED 25051. So this one was used or colored by Anita, who did the watercolor. And then she accidentally added something on top. So it turned it a little bit white, which she didn't mean to happen, but That's okay. She learned from her mistake. And then we also have this adorable little butterfly die, which she added in the corner. And then I, from the same die, created this one here. So I did a couple of the same. So I did two of those, and then just one of that. And then just use a circle die or an oval die. This is the Studio Light Nested Ovals to create that little gold frame as if it was in a picture frame, kind of. So I really like how this one turned out. I also did a bit of blue inking in the background to make it kind of look like maybe there's a sky in the background. So I will put those together again so you guys can see, like, there's tons of different ways you guys can use these flower dies together or separately. They're a lot of fun to work with. So that was one that I did. And then also quickly, I wanted to show off this adorable little sunflower one as well. Now, let's move on to Lisa Horton. So she came out with some new stencils and dies in embossing folders that all coordinate nicely together. You guys have probably seen these ideas before. They are very, very beautiful. I did create some birthday themed ones. I did want to show you guys using this balloon embossing folder and die. And then there is also a stencil for it. I just forgot to grab it. So I'll show you my samples here. So I did a little bit of welcoming a new baby into the world here with kind of some different tones of blue. And one thing I did notice, which kind of made the balloons look a little bit more realistic, was just inking around the edge and then lightly bringing the color in the center. And then I also created this happy birthday one. And then this is, I don't know if it's going to show up too much on camera, but you can kind of see what it looks like with just the embossing folder. And then for this one, I used a ton of different mediums to create this effect. So the first one, I used some stickers, some of our Starform stickers, to create a little bit of a kind of stencil with it. So it's got some stars, which aren't picking up too much on camera. We've got some glitter, we've got some paste, we've got some pixie sparkles with paste. We've got, these are the gilding flakes here, again, a stencil. So these are a lot of fun to work with. And then lastly, this is one that I created for my mother. And you can kind of see the stickers a little bit more prominently here, how that created a little effect. And then I also used a happy birthday sticker to create that happy birthday and to spell her name as well. So that is the Lisa Horton one. There also is this one as well, which is a slimline. All right, so now quickly before I forget, if you guys haven't seen our Gorjuss Girls yet, definitely check them out. They are very adorable. We have, I think, there are 4 of these smaller stamps like this size, and then there are 2 of the larger stamps this size. So I like how it kind of gives you the options of 2 different sizes of girls that you could pick from. This is one that I used coloring with the watercolor pencils and then just went over it with a watercolor brush to blend the colors together nicely. And then this paper and this die is actually from the Gorjuss Girls collection as well. I do really like how this one turned out. And then this one I just created with a marker. So it's a little bit more prominent, as you can see. And then this one Anita did using our Couture Creations alcohol ink markers. She did a really good job at blending this together, especially the face. I think this is very adorable. I think she did a really good job. So definitely love the Gorjuss Girls. Check them out if you haven't checked them out yet. And next, let's move on to, I think, we'll do some samples from Mary Lynn because she's got the most beautiful cards. So I'm just going to quickly show off some of the samples and the products that she used with it. So this is the Tulip Field stencil set. So she used this stencil to do a bit of embossing and then stenciling over top, as you can see. And then this one she just stenciled with. And then she stenciled with this one, but added a bit of sparkle to the flower petals there. And then these are some of the dies that we have. So this is a big one there. And then we also have this one here, which kind of does that little effect with the border. And that, I believe, is not the same one. Marilyn did not use that one for that. Next, we have this butterfly one. I love this one. I don't know if it's going to do the camera justice, but this is the Wings of Wonder stencil set. So she also, no, she didn't do any embossing on that one, but you could also emboss with this one as well if you wanted to onto your paper. So she inked around it, and then where the butterflies were, she put some of the sparkle paste on top to make it pop even more where the butterflies are. So they're a bit more prominent. They don't blend in too much, which is really nice. And then she also added a little die cut of a butterfly body, which also makes it pop even more. So I really like how she created this one here. And then on the inside, she has a lovely Just Because sentiment. Again, these are all from Creative Expressions. And this is another one here that she created with the same stencil. You can kind of see again that she wanted to highlight the butterfly, so she added sparkle in that area. So that is some of her samples I wanted to show you guys because they are beautiful. And next, I think this is going to be my last thing here. So thanks for bearing with me, you guys. I'm almost done. So we have 2 samples here. I just wanted to show you guys of this is a big collection here. It's On the Move. So you get tons of different themes in this pack here. We've got some kind of birthday themes that you could create here. We've got kind of men's themed here. We've also got some animals on the inside. So there is a bit more of generic themes. So this is one that I created. It's just a little bit of an easel card. Stands up on its side, and then on the inside, I just wanted to create enough room for you to write on it. And then you could also write on here if you wanted to as well. So that was one I created. And then this one is the racetrack here. So I had a lot of fun kind of playing around with popping out the front of the car onto the border I created with the corner. And then also used a bunch of 3D foam pads to give it some dimension, which I always love doing with the Hunkydory cards. And then again, we do have a bit more samples. So I am going to show this kind of concept card here. I did create 3 because I wanted to give you guys a bit of variation of ideas. So this is the Savannah Surprise. This is concept 110. So I'll show you what the concept of this concept card is. So there are many different ways you can create these. As you can see, these all look very different. So this is the idea. As you open it up with the belly band, and as you open it, you can kind of see the window starting to open more and more and more the more you open it, which is really fun. So the image kind of pops out a little bit more on the inside. And then on the back, we also have a lovely image of giraffes too. This one I actually flipped inside out. So this was supposed to be the inside of the card. I just wanted to show you guys that you don't have to follow exactly as the steps say. You could do it however you'd like. So that is how I did that. And then this is actually the back of the card, but you would never know. It gives you a lot of freedom to work with it however you would like. And then we have a zebra one as well. This one I did do 2 of the big zebras here so you can kind of see on both sides. And then same idea on the inside. So that is the concept card. Now we do have another type of concept card that I'm going to quickly show off last. So this is a beautiful butterfly one that Anita created. Once you open it up, oops, it's a little bit stuck there. I think the gluing may have gotten a little stuck to the paper. I don't know how she glued that wrong. I actually don't even know how this concept card works. Oh, there we go. Pull it like that. I didn't even know how the concept card worked, but that is how that works. So you can hold it like that, or you can pull it back under by letting it go and then flattening it down like that. And then when you're ready, just got a little bit of glue stuck on the inside here. When you open it up, it will just pop up like that, as you guys can see. So there are tons of different butterflies in this kit here, and then it comes with the belly band to keep it closed. And then we also have this fun little concept kit card here. So flat, it looks like this. And then when you open it up, It gives you a bit of reading on the inside, which you couldn't see before. And then it also stands up really interesting as well. And then you can also see the image popping through there. And it gives you space to write on the back. And there's also foiling, which makes it look really nice as well. So these two card concept kits are Concept 109 for the bird one that I just showed, and then Concept 108 for the butterflies. I think these will be really good for the springtime, which is coming up. And I think I covered just about everything. There is actually one more kit. So I think this one, if you guys haven't seen, would be really good for Valentine's Day because it is called Heartfelt Wishes. And who doesn't want heartfelt wishes on Valentine's Day? These come with tons of different elements in them. So they have some flowers in all of them, but some have a cat, some have a little mouse. Some don't have any animals, some have garden boots, some have birds, some have butterflies. So there's tons of different variation in there. You can create many, many cards. I'm just going to flip my camera back over. My mouse will work. Oh, there we go. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching today. I hope you guys had a fantastic day with me, and hopefully you guys, if have any questions, please drop them in the comment section. I will make sure I get those answered, or Jennifer will check them to make sure they're answered. So if you have any questions about anything I just showed off, please let me know. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and to all my fellow Ontarians, please stay safe with the weather out. So have a great day, everyone. I will see you soon, hopefully not a month later. Let's hope I'll see you guys within the next 2 weeks. All right, bye, everybody.